All right, the Denver Broncos tried to acquire Matt Stafford. Let's talk a little bit about the deal they offered, if it's better or worse, or about the same, neutral as the deal we got. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out. Any of the social media links in the description. Appreciate the love, support. Want to make a donation? Best way to donate is share the video. But the Denver Broncos offered Drew Sharp and the 9th pick for Matthew Stafford. We know the other picks that did or didn't happen. The 49ers never made a formal offer. Apparently, they're chasing Kirk Cousins, which is the same as Jimmy Garoppolo, if not a slight downgrade. We know the Colts, they offered, not that much. The Skins offered, they draft picked. Carolina offered number 8 and a mid or late round draft pick. And, really, I like Drew Sharp a lot. It's yet to be seen if he can be an upper echelon or a top 10 or 15 quarterback. Right now, he is not an upgrade over Matt Stafford, but the number 9 pick would have been nice. But the Lions got 2 number 1s now. If Matthew Stafford and the Rams stumble the next couple seasons, then those picks look immaculate. If they really good, make the Super Bowl to make a late playoff run, it's going to be late 30s, late 20s type of pick. But I thought it was an okay deal. I mean, if you threw in Von Miller, especially with the problems that he having, that probably would have been a better deal than Drew Lock. But I guess the Lions, like me, don't value Drew Lock that high. And honestly, I don't blame him for turning down that deal. Now, was it better than the rumored 49er deal that didn't happen? The 2 number 3, what was it? The two, I forget the deal. It was like 2 3s and 2 4s or something like that. 2 2s and 2 3s, excuse me. I mean, it depends because there's talent all over the draft. And, I mean, obviously when you are about to acquire another quarterback, you ask the offensive coordinator, and Anthony Lynn seen a lot of Drew Lock. And Anthony Lynn was probably like, no, we better off going with Goff, or we better off drafting the guy. And Drew Lock got an arm, but there's always been injuries, and that really kind of slowed him down a lot, the injuries. Okay? But, he kind of remind you of Stafford a little bit. He got an arm, kind of mobile. He just not as polished. The talent is there. The arm talent is there. I mean, he may not be as accurate, but, obviously it would have been an interesting deal, in my opinion. But, I mean, you get 2 number 1s, especially because Denver get Matthew Stafford. With that defense, if they bring back Von Miller, I guarantee they're going to have a high pick, a higher pick than, maybe Los Angeles, the odds say. But I probably would have declined that deal. I definitely would have declined that deal for the Rams, though. Even though the Lions don't get relief this year, they get a 3rd round pick, and they get them 6 picks. So, I mean, they get some type of relief, but you don't get the pick this year. And, if we was in the win now mode where we knew we liked the quarterback, like let's say we could have got Trevor Lawrence per se, or a guy like that that's really ready to win, and you got the defense, you like Denver. Who's like Denver? We can get a quarterback. I think we would have pulled the trigger on now, but I think the Lions are building for long term. They're building equity up in the team, and the question is, I mean, they don't want to call it a rebuild. They want to call it a retool, like the Pistons. Embrace the rebuild. That's my thing about it. Embrace the rebuild. I mean, we've been rebuilding for over 20 years. From after Barry retired to James Stewart to, Steve Mariucci, Mike Mars running gun offense. I mean, Ryan Marinelli, Jim Schwartz, Jim Caldwell, Matt Patricia. I mean, we've been rebuilding, and we can accept rebuilding in Detroit. We just want to be able to rebuild the right way. Remember the 49ers were sorry as hell before Harbaugh got there. They were sorry, rebuilt, sorry, and rebuilt, and they good again. While we still ain't really never got out of neutral. But if Drew Sharp was like, let's get some young guys out there. If Drew Sharp was Sam Darnold, maybe they would have pulled the trigger. If Drew Sharp was Tua, probably they would have pulled the trigger. But what's so interesting real quick about Carolina offer, it wasn't a quarterback in that offer. So they wasn't sending Teddy Bridgewater back. The question would be, what was Bridgewater going to? Because you're not going to, maybe they could have cut Bridgewater. I don't know his contract, but you want to go keep those 2 contracts on the books. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my links in the description. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate is share the video and check out my other channel for more sports, music, news, entertainment. Goodfellas Sports TV right here on YouTube. Appreciate the love and support. One time for the one time. Mercy Sports Talk. We gone.